Okay, I've got a interesting situation here at one of my research areas. I left a C last time with 6 rocks, and when I come back I find it like this, which means it's been modified a little bit. The rock that formed the total C was here, and now it's down there. And my question is, how would a raccoon, a possum, or other small animal, why would it select one rock, throw it off across the other ones, and not disturb the rest of them? I don't know whether the Bigfoot was correct in my letter or what, but there's that, and I'll show you the comparison. But this was right here last time, so it's a pretty heavy rock. It's probably a quarter-pound rock. How did it get all the way across the other ones over here if it didn't get lifted up and put over? And how do you, because if you're an animal and you're going to throw it off, these rocks all here would be moved. So anyway, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and form a smiley face this time, and we'll see what they do with it. So I'm going to leave it, and we'll check next time and see what happens. Here's the heel. Go up here, there's where the big toe dug into the ground. It's that same individual that has that something wrong with his toes. His right foot, his big toe always sticks out. This individual here I've documented multiple times in this area. He has an oddity where his right big toe always sticks out. Whenever I find his track, that big toe is straight out. Nowhere it's been injured and he can't move it. It's just straight out. And then his other 4 toes, you know, they'll move naturally, so you'll find a footprint where, especially in the mud, where they've grabbed under. And but that big toe is always sticking straight out. And this, in my humble opinion, is another example of that. I can get the camera on it. Excuse me. You've got the heel here, and you can see where he's broke this here. And right there's his toe dug in, his big toe, or his toe straight out, and his other toe's dug right in there. It's just odd. The heel is roughly 5 inches wide. Just do it like that, it's fine. Alright, and the length, this guy is 16 inches. 16 inches. Of course, you can see the terrain here is extremely thick. This is a trail leading into the feeding station. We're about 75 yards away from the feeding station. You can see how rough this is. He's going around a blowdown right here. Okay, this is Scott Carpenter. I'm in my research area in the national park, and just easing my way up to the feeding station, and I found what appears to be a couple footprints of one that's running, crossing this bottom here. You've got a bottom that comes down, and he was going, and this he was actually coming out of there, and go in that direction. And you'll only find 2 footprints, but I will take you to the 2 footfalls I've found. I got probably if he's running, here's the first footfall. And that track right there is approximately 14 inches long, maybe 16. I don't know if you can see, but when the foot slid a little bit, pushed the leaves up. See how the leaves were all gathered right there. Right here, if you look in there, you can see where his toe is in the ground. He done and dug in, pushed it up. His heel. Right there's that footprint. I'll give you a comparison. My boot's 11 inches long. So probably a 12, a little bit longer than 12, 14 inch footprint. Right, there's the first one. Now the second one, next footfall I can find, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 feet. Here's the other footfall right here. It's not much, but from right, and it's hard to see in this ground clutter, and I apologize for that. Right there to right here is where the heel, right in here. Looks like we had the heel land right in here, and then he kind of course this is almost impossible. As you can see, some small stuff's been broken. How the ground's been disturbed here. So his foot hit there. There's another one. See that? Just telltale sign that something has landed here. This is wet, it's soft, almost impossible to pick up a track. And then his next footfall, I can't find it. It's just too, the ground's just too cluttered and it's too soft. It rained yesterday, almost all day. Here's a possible, that's possible, but it's just too cluttered to really find it. I think the only reason I found that one was because his left foot slid a little bit forward, so he was pushing off. But given the fact that it's about a 14-inch track and his next step was almost 10 feet away, I would have to guess he was running, and he was going in that direction, downhill towards an open area. Alright, of course it's going to fall over. I'll go ahead and measure this footprint for you. It is 14 inches long. Heel across here, across the ball of the foot, approximately 5.5 inches. The heel, 4. There you go. Approximately 14-inch footprint.